Hello and welcome to your mat Pilates class. Today for the next 25 to 30 minutes, we're going to focus on strengthening the core, stretching the back, and elongating the hamstrings. For today's workout, you won't need any equipment. Just make sure you have something nice and comfortable on the floor, like a yoga mat, exercise mat, or a carpet. If you are at home, all of those work. You also want to make sure that you are barefoot, so no shoes, no socks, as that works best for our stability when we are flowing through our exercises and stretches. And then lastly, if you want to go ahead and grab a glass of water or anything to drink and sip, we are going to build a little bit of heat, but most of our focus today is going to be slowly moving through each of these moments to really grow and strengthen those areas of our body. Once you have all those things, let's get started. Alright, so to get started here, we're going to go ahead and roll over, finding tabletop. Hands are right under the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide so that you can ground your full palm into the floor or into your mat. And then go ahead and turn your toes to the top of the mat or floor as well. Allow the head to hang heavy, relaxing the neck. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, go ahead and drive those hips to the sky, pushing the glutes back, coming into an inverted V. From here, we're going to shift our weight to plank, bringing the hips down, nice neutral spine. If this is a little too challenging, you can also drop to modified, bringing the knees down and curling the toes back. Then we're going to come right back up to that inverted V. So if you're in that modified, drop the toes back down to the floor and hips come to the sky. If you were in that full plank, just go ahead and drive the hips up. Again, we inhale, shift that weight to plank. Exhale, drive the hips to the sky. Good. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hips to the sky. Again, if you're in that modified, inhale, you drop down to that modified plank. Exhale, toes go to the mat, hips go up high. We have 8. Dolphin plank here to fire up the core. Fire up the shoulders, fire up the back. Nice. Using that breath to flow through each movement. Good. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Holding plank here. Go ahead and drop the knees down. Turn the feet flat and then slowly lower that top half of your body down to the mat. Keeping the hands right under the shoulders, we're going to lift our chest up into a slight back extension. And release down. Taking your hands to the widest parts of the mat, again lift up into that back extension. Maybe increasing that range of motion just a bit. And then we'll lower back down. Walking the hands right back under the shoulders. Go ahead and press your weight back, pushing into child's pose. Sit bones come to the back of the heels. Arms reach out in front. Inhale, taking the breath into the low back. Exhale, pushing the glutes back farther to the heels. Inhale, shift the weight back to tabletop. We turn our toes to the mat. We're going to flow through that dolphin plank once again, driving the hips to the sky. We inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, plank. Don't forget about that modified. If you need, inhale, rise. Exhale, as you lower to plank, we drop the knees, curl the toes up, and then toes go back to the mat, hips go to the sky. Nice work, everyone. 4 more. Breathing nice and deep. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last 3. 2. And 1. Drop the knees to the floor. Turn the feet flat. We lower down once again. Hands right under shoulders. Inhale into that low back extension. And exhale down, hands go wide. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, let's look over the right shoulder this time. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower down. Walk the hands right under the shoulders and we'll press back into child's pose. Hopefully we built a little bit of heat here to get you nice and warm to start. Let's go ahead and roll it up. Walk those knees over to the right side, and then we're gonna have a seat on the left glute. Coming to the left side of the body, we're gonna go ahead and curl our legs into a nice 90-degree angle. Coming into clamshells, you also wanna make sure that shoulder and elbow are aligned here. Stacking the feet one on top of the other, we're going to lift that top leg up and lower. Lift and lower, good. Activating that outer glute. Nice. Inhale as we rise, exhale as we lower. Keeping those feet stacked. Gaze should be looking right at the knees. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. We're going to take that right hand back to the mat, roll over to tabletop. Walk it down to the forearms, and then you're going to take that same right leg up into the air, 90-degree angle. We pulse, donkey kicks here. So the bottom of that foot is reaching up towards the sky. Nice. Keeping that nice 90-degree angle. Resting the forehead, allowing it to relax between the shoulders, or rest on the top of your mat or floor. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Roll back over onto that left side. Second round of clamshells. We lift and lower. Good. Lift, lower. Keeping that core tight and engaged. Make sure that shoulder and elbow is aligned. Gotta check myself there. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll back over to tabletop. Walk it down to the forearms, interlace the fingers. Right leg comes up, bottom of the foot. We pulse. Big deep breaths here. 8 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Walk it back up to that tabletop position. We're gonna step back into plank. Drive those hips up to the sky. Big stretch here through the back. Nice. Feel free to pedal the heels. We'll drop the right heel down and then switch. Drop the left heel down. Right heel down and left heel down. Both heels down towards the floor. We shift our weight to plank and then drop the knees down to the ground. Making sure the knees are right under the hips, hands right under the shoulders. We're gonna shoot that right leg back, keeping that foot flexed, and then you're going to take the leg to the outside of your right hip. Take it back behind you and repeat. We bring it to the outside right and shift the weight back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keeping that core tight. Exhale. Nice. For 8, 7, squeezing that leg. 6, engaging the inner outer thighs and glutes here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to bring that right leg in. Go ahead and walk yourself over to the other side. We're going to lie down on the right, bringing our legs back to that 90-degree angle, stacking them one on top of the other. Feet are also stacked. Our shoulder, elbow are aligned here as that right forearm is pressed into the mat. We lift for those clamshells and lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Keeping that gaze looking at the knees. Nice flat back, neutral spine, and core is engaged. Good. Breathing deep here. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, team. Let's go ahead and roll it over onto tabletop, pressing the hands into the floor, and then we walk it down to the forearms. This time we lift that left leg up to that 90-degree angle. Bottom of the left foot faces the sky. We pulse in that donkey kick here. Good. Driving the bottom of the foot up as high as you can. Last 8, 3, 2, 1. Release that left leg down. We'll press ourselves up to that tabletop. Walk the knees over to the left and roll on to that right side. Curling the legs into 90 once again. Clamshells. We lift and lower. Lift, lower. Good. Second time through. Hopefully those glutes are starting to feel nice and fired up. If you did not know, the glutes are actually the biggest muscle in the body. So it is very good to have glute strength here, not only for women, but men too. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. We roll it over, grounding the palms for support, and then lowering down to the forearms once we're ready for those donkey kicks. That left leg comes up 90 degrees, flex that foot, and we pulse to the sky. Last 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Go ahead and ground the palms into the earth. Turn the toes to the mat, and we're going to come up to that inverted V. Stretch through that back once more here. Pressing the heels down into the floor. And then we're going to inhale, shift that weight to plank. Exhale, drop the knees down. Finding tabletop. We're going to take that left leg straight back, keep that foot flexed, bring it out to the left side, and then right back behind us. Out to the side, and back behind. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and return that left leg down. Great work. Let's walk our knees over to the right. Have a seat on that left glute, and then go ahead and swivel the legs out in front. We're then going to walk the feet into the floor and then bring the glutes to the heels. Arms come out to the outside, and we're going to lower down nice and slow, tucking that chin to the chest, one vertebrae at a time, bringing the knees in, and then we'll rock side to side, massaging that spine. And then let's go ahead and hold center, dropping the feet down to the floor. Arms also come to the side, grounding the heels and upper back into the mat. We're going to lift the hips up as high as we can, tucking that chin to the chest and activating the glutes. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Good, holding nice and strong. Go ahead and ground the heels a little bit deeper and lift the hips a little higher. Nice, scooping the glutes under as you activate them. Deep breath in. Exhale, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower one vertebrae at a time, right back down to the floor. We're gonna take our legs straight up to the sky. Ground that low back into the floor. Go ahead and interlace your fingers behind the head as we take our gaze up to right in between the knees. From here, we're gonna scissor kick, dropping the right leg down. Right before it touches the floor, we bring it back up. Then we drop the left leg down. Right before it touches the floor, bring it back up. Here we go for 8. Inhaling as the leg goes down. Exhale as you bring the leg back to center. That upper back and shoulders are off the floor, and your head is being supported by those hands. So you don't want to crank on that neck. Your hands are just there for support. So make sure that core is engaged and active to keep that upper body nice and tight. Good. Last 4. 3, 2, and last one here. Great work. Lower the head down to the floor, knees into chest, and then we'll drop the feet back down. Arms come to our side. Second round of bridges. Go ahead and tuck the hips under so that low back is pressed into the mat. A little check there. And then we're going to ground the heels, ground the upper back, lift the hips up high. Holding here, scooping the glutes, keeping them nice and tight. Hold strong, engaging the low back, the lower abdomen. Deep breath in. As you exhale, lift a little higher. Nice work, everyone. Breathing deep. And one more deep breath, inhale here. As you exhale, slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. Pressing that low back into the mat once again. Our legs go high. Interlacing the fingers behind the head. Round 2 of scissor kicks. We drop that left leg down. Center and right. Good, we're here for 8. Inhaling on the way down. Exhale as you bring that leg back up to center. Two more on each side. And last one here. And then we'll lower our head, bend the legs, knees into the chest, gently massage the spine by rocking side to side. Holding center, we'll drop the feet down to the floor and then extend the legs out in front of us one at a time. Feet are flexed, so those toes are facing up towards the sky. And then I want you to inhale, reaching your arms up overhead. Stretching from your fingertips to your tippy toes as if you're doing a big good morning stretch. We're going to inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time, reaching the hands for the sky. Inhale through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Here you're going to reach for the toes. You can also reach under the ankle, under the calf, whatever feels best to you. Stretching out the low back and hamstrings. And then we're going to slowly release, sitting up nice and tall. Good. And then let's go ahead and ground the feet back into the earth. And then press the palms right on the outsides of the glutes. We're going to come into low boat here. So engaging the core, rolling the shoulders back, chest is proud. Go ahead and lift the legs up into the air. From here, we're going to extend one leg out, come back to center, other leg out, back to center. If that feels a little too challenging, you can keep the feet and hands on the floor. Extend one leg, bring it back, other leg, bring it back. So that you're still getting that core work there. You're just not doing so much stability by having the feet elevated. Also, if you'd like to advance this movement, coming up to that low boat, go ahead and take your hands to the outside. Extend one leg, bring it back to center. Other leg, back to center. We have a total of 10. So go ahead and choose whichever method works best for you. Make sure the glutes are close to the heels, hands right on the outside. And 3, 2, 1. Everybody come up to your position and begin for 10. 9. 8. Keep that chest proud, shoulders rolled back. 7. 6. 5. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Hands come under legs. We release the legs to the floor. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. And then we're going to send the legs up into the air. Keeping the arms right by the side. You're going to lower the legs to about right before they hit the floor. And then lift, pushing the legs up overhead. Coming into plow. You can keep the hands by the side or bring them to your lower back. Deep breath in, deep breath out here. And then let's slowly lower one vertebrae at a time, releasing our spine back to the mat, and then dropping our feet to the floor. From here, inhale those arms up overhead. And then exhale, walk the legs out. Inhale, tucking the chin to the chest. Exhale, we're gonna roll up through the spine. And then inhale once we reach the top. Exhale, finding that forward fold once again. Grabbing the toes, ankles, calves, whatever feels best to you. Slowly roll it up, grounding the palms right to the outsides of the glutes. We'll walk the feet in, coming into that low boat once again. Choosing your position in 3, 2, 1. We'll begin for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Last 4. Shoulders up. Chest proud. 3, 2, 1. And hands under legs. We'll release them to the floor. and then slowly lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Walking the legs back into the air, arms by your side. We're going to come into that plow once again. So lower the legs so that you can find momentum. And then we lift. Legs come up overhead. And you can bring the hands to the low back for support here, or keep them to your side. And then slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Releasing the feet back down to the mat. Let's go ahead and roll over onto our left side. Left forearm grounds into the floor. Shoulder and elbow and shoulder are aligned. This time our feet are going to be extended out in front of us. So we're also going to have 3 different ways we can finish in this side plank. Most challenging, feet are stacked here, one on top of the other. I would say about medium, moderate, your feet are staggered. So then you would lift up here, but both feet are grounded into the earth. Very last one, you're going to take this top leg, bend it, and place it behind the straight leg here on the floor. And then you can also come up to that side plank here, keeping that core nice, tight, and engaged, and release down. So pick whichever method works best for you. I also have a challenge. If you are keeping those feet stacked, we can go ahead and hit a star here. In 3, 2, 1, everyone up. And then if you want that challenge, you're going to lift that top leg up on the top here. Breathing nice and deep, nice neutral spine. It should be as if there's like a wall right behind you. So don't allow yourself to roll back. Keep your hips nice and parallel with your mat or the floor. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's go ahead and butt spin over to the other side. This time that left forearm is grounded. 3 ways, feet stacked, feet staggered, or this top left leg is going to bend behind the right. We are up in 3, 2, 1, lift and hold. If you'd like that challenge, you can hit that star. Holding nice and strong, keeping the hips forward and not allowing them to roll back here. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Go ahead and roll over onto the stomach. We're going to place the hands under the shoulders and then press back into child's pose. One last time. Reaching the fingertips out in front of you as far as you can while simultaneously pushing the glutes back behind you. Deep breath, inhale, taking the breath into the upper back. Exhale, push the glutes back farther to the heels. Inhale, breath into middle back. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, breath into low back. Exhale, push the glutes back farther to the heels, melting the heart into the center of the mat. On that next inhale, we slowly roll it up. Exhale, turn the tops of your toes to the floor. Inhale, lift up into that inverted V. Exhale, walk your feet into your hands as close as you can get them. From here, slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take our feet wide here, so a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Interlace the fingers behind the back, tucking the chin to the chest. We're going to tip over, pushing the glutes back and lifting the arms away from the back. Good. Inhale, slowly roll it up. Engaging the glutes, pushing the hips forward. Exhale, push the glutes back. Lift the arms up and allow them to fall back behind you. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale at the top. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, allow the arms to fall back. One more just like that. Inhale, lift. Engaging the glutes, pushing the hips forward. Exhale at the top. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, allow the arms to fall back behind. Beautiful. Releasing the hands back to the low back. Allow them to fall down to the floor. From here, we're going to bend the legs, walk the hands to the tops of the knees, and then we're going to round the spine up to the ceiling, tucking the chin to the chest. You're trying to make a C with your spine here. And then right before you stand all the way up, you're then going to sink the chest, leading with your heart right back down to the starting position. So inhale, round. Exhale, lower. Inhale, round. Exhale, lower, leading with that heart first. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise through that spine, nice and slow. Exhale, leading with the heart, arching the back. And then slowly roll it all the way up here, inhaling the arms up above the head, and then exhale back down to your side. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Mat Pilates session. I look forward to seeing you in our next class.